Hello, this is Paul Cheney with Spartan Design University. Let's continue by jumping into the CSS and kind of starting with the large global things. One of those is going to be a font, and another one is the body tag. So I've already gone in and found a font that I want. And step number one is to choose the styles. I've chose 300 and 600. And then it's going to be by default Latin. So step number 3 is to copy this into the head of my document. And we're ready to drop in the font family, which will go in the phone defaults. So we've already got a body with a font size of 16. Let's add a font family, font-weight. Remember that the two I got were 300 and 600, so we'll make 300 the default. And then I'll put a comment in here that says also loaded 600. Okay? That way, I don't have to go back to my HTML. I can just look up here and go, oh yeah, I've got a 3 and a 6 available to me. Okay? Now, in addition, I want to have a background color. And the color I've selected is 1C, 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 so it's almost black, not quite. And then if we take a look at our finished example here, there is a light texture. It's kind of a cross hatch in the background. That texture is sitting out here on my desktop. So I'm going to put it in the images folder of Minecraft Practice along with the logo. And then that'll be the last thing I load. So why do I do a background color and a texture? Well, by default, the body color is going to be white. So if you load the background image on top of white, you're going to see a flash, just a slight flash of white, because it takes an instant to load that graphic, even though it's tiny. But if you put a background color in that's almost the same as the texture, in this case they're both really dark, then it turns almost black, and then it loads the pattern on top of it. But there's such a subtle change between this black and the texture black that your eye doesn't pick it up. I gotta stop talking and type. So we'll browse to our desktop, to our practice, and there it is. All right, save it. Let's see what that does for us. So there we can see our texture showing up out here on the outside edge. And it's down below on the smaller devices. So if I ever have a short page, then I'll still have something showing. Now, I don't think you can even see it, but you can. I'll barely see it. You can see it flash from black to a texture when you hit return on the keyboard. So try it on your example and see if you can see it. It may not pick it up on this video.